I'm gonna tell you a little story about something that has happened to me. This is when I started going to Sunlight Fest and going to church. Started going to church in England, Oregon. And this truly happened. I'll try to find the evidence paper if no one believes me. I started turning my life over to Jesus at that time when I was 19, 20, been that long ago. 21. Wow, how time flies. I'm almost going on 30. It's been in that long already? I gotta try to get a hold of him. I had a roommate, a really good friend of mine named Mike Vollering. Great friend of mine. You know, I loved Jesus at that time. One of the best friends I ever had. He was an atheist. He believed in the Phoenix God. Wow, people must be thinking, how can a Jesus freak and an atheist live together? It was easy. It's just called respect. You know, he did marijuana. You know, he drank. And I told him the only rule I have is just don't do it in the apartment. Now he met a girl that actually I introduced him to, one of my friends, Claire, who was also an atheist, by the way. So much so that I wanted to bring Christian Christmas music to a Christmas party at work, and she wrote a note to reject it because it was going to be Christian. So I said I just won't go to the party, and my manager said, Travis, you're in charge of the music, bring what you want. And I brought a little bit of both, because I still listen to Linkin Park and Pantera, so I brought a little bit of both for the Christmas party, and I played both sides. And anyways, make a long story short, Mike and Claire started going out, and Claire started going to college, and she fell in love with another guy. Broke up with Mike. It crushed him. It crushed him, Mike. And I know where he's coming from because I've been crushed that way too. And he stopped shaving. He started acting different. And the only thing that helped him, and you're thinking, oh, I guess he's going to say Jesus. No. The marijuana. The weed was the only thing that was helping him. It was helping him, but it wasn't curing him. It was just covering over his feelings with the blanket. I started ministering to him a little bit, starting to let him know the experience I had with Laura, you know, and tell him, no, it's not going to be easy. It's just going to be a battle, and you're going to have to fight it. And it's never easy when you lose someone you love, especially when you lose them in that way. You know, if it was death, it'd actually be easier. But if you lost them in the way Mike did Claire, and I can understand that. Claire was a great woman. She was a very sweet lady. That's different. One night, Mike had a huge argument with Claire on the phone and broke the phone. It was my phone. It was a $350 phone. I told him I'd rather have it be the phone than someone's face, you know. And he sat there on the couch. He goes, you know what, Travis? If you wasn't here right now, I'd probably end up going over there and killing them both. I'm so mad. And of course, you don't really take those kind of things seriously, you know, when they mention it, because you couldn't picture someone like Mike doing that. And I said, well, I'm glad I am here, bud. And the next morning I left to go to Portland. I had an ear specialist doctor to go to. It was a Thursday. Came back that night and Mike was sitting there with his head down in tears, and Robert, another friend of mine, was over there quiet. I'm like, what's going on? And he said, Claire's new boyfriend, he said, Chris just died in a fire. I was like, what? And it clicked that I knew he was involved, but I couldn't believe it because of the type of person Mike was. And so Mike says, I'm going to move up to my parents in Alaska Monday. I already got an airplane ticket. And okay, I've been moving over to JP's anyways. We've been talking about that for months to begin with. And next morning I moved to all my stuff over at JP's, and I forgot my Bible for that Sunday. So I went by the apartment and I see a paper on top of the computer with list of evidence and stuff like that, and a note saying that Mike's been arrested for murder. And hit me like a ton of bricks. And I went right back. When I got home, I called the police station. I said, hello, my name is Travis. I was Mike's roommate, and I see this paper of evidence. And of course, she goes, okay, hold on 1 second. And then the FBI agent from Portland came on and said, hey Travis, I want you here tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. I said, okay. What happened? They interrogated me for 4 hours. Maybe longer, I'm not sure. Inside out. And what happened is Mike went in there and beat the kid to death with a baseball bat. Used my gas tank to start the fire. You can picture someone like Mike doing that if you knew Mike like I did. You know why he did it? He sent me a letter while he was in prison saying he accepted Jesus in his heart. And he said, and the reason why he did what he did was because the Phoenix, his religion, told him to. Told him to get revenge. It wasn't the Phoenix. It was the devil. It was the drugs that was in his system, because I found out he was using heroin that night. A broken heart. Everyone goes through it. And you have a choice. Like I did. Which way are you going to go? Are you going to take that leap of faith? Or are you going to go to the other side and seek your vengeance? Which way are you going to go? It'd be the hardest choice you'll ever make. But it could also be the biggest mistake you'll ever make. I chose one way. Mike chose the other way. But got forgiven. And now, like I said, the last guy, he said he accepted Jesus in his heart. Because of me. I said, no, brother. Brought him back, said, no, brother, it's not because of me. It's because of the Lord. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a vessel. And I try to be as much an example, the best that I can be for him. It's the Lord who spoke to your heart to change. It's a hard thing to go through for both of us. Imagine that. One of the hardest things I ever had to do in my life was to go to work Monday while Claire was working. Because I was the one who introduced him. And when I walked in, the first thing Claire said when she walked up to me, Because Travis, I want you to know, I hold no grudge against you. And she gave me a big hug. She knew who I was as a person. So I hope this video helps someone understand something. I don't know why I talked about it. It was an experience in my life that doesn't usually happen to people, but it happened to me, and this is how it went down. So I hope there was a meaning in this video that might help someone who's watching this make a decision about what they want to do in their life. So I guess it wasn't much about the atheist part 2, but I guess in a way it could be. Later days and God bless.